What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dave. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. I do new videos all the time on Etsy, e-commerce, and personal success. So in this video, I want to talk about why Etsy ads suck. A lot of sellers are expressing their distaste and just dropped to the floor ROI with this new Etsy ads platform, but nobody really has gone into an insight or an explanation of why this new Etsy ads platform sucks terribly. There's a lot of different reasons why it is really bad, and Etsy really needs to right their wrongs. If anybody from Etsy is watching this, you guys made a big mistake, and it is really not helping the community. It may be helping Etsy, but it is not helping each individual seller. And also let me say that most of my videos are very positive. This one is not a negative video. At the end of this video, I have what to do about these problems, but I would just like to, address Etsy ads and the bad side of it. So before we start, please leave a like and a comment, and also join my email list where I send out lots of coupons and offers about my ebooks, my courses, and sometimes my coaching when it is open. So let's get started. The first reason why Etsy ads is worse than before is that both platforms are smashed together. So because you're forced to do Google ads and promoted listings, your previous budget that was doing well with promoted listings is now split in half. And like Etsy states, Google may spend a little bit more than normal and evens it out throughout the month. So it may even be 40-60 or 30-70, 30% being on promoted listings and 70% being on Google ads. So in the past, you may have had a $100 a day budget on promoted listings doing pretty well, but now that's split in half. Plus, Google Ads is out there spending pretty recklessly on random keywords in your tags and titles that really just drop your ROI to the floor. So you have to look at it like that. Now, if you really want to, try to overcome that, you have to double your budget, because now both platforms are getting half of that. So in order to have your promoted listings ads get the same budget as it was before, you do need to double your budget, which I'm sure it stings to hear that for a lot of sellers, because the sentiment towards Etsy ads is definitely not good. On some of my past videos, even if I say anything good about Etsy ads, some people get pretty salty and say some pretty hurtful things, comments that I have deleted, obviously. But so it may hurt to hear that, but if you do want to overcome that, budget split and that two platform forceful spending, you will have to double your budget and then see how that goes. The next thing is about why Etsy ads is not so well as before is because of that budget split. Now both platforms, the performance of both platforms is being funneled into statistics on one listing. So when you're looking at your stats and you're looking at a listing and you're like, wow, it's spent way more than it should have, and it has earned nothing, or it has earned very little. It may be doing well on promoted listings, but it's doing terrible on Google ads, because whatever algorithm they chose or however they tweaked it, it's just recklessly choosing random keywords out of your tags. Like I have a lot of listings where like they just choose one word, like crystals. I had to turn an ad off yesterday that it was one of my past performers. It was one of my best performers for promoted listings, now one of my worst, because Google ads was just throwing money at the word crystals. And it was earning, and it was still positive ROI, but it was just way low ROI. It was not even close to double of what I was earning from what I was spending. So I turned it off. So all of that performance is getting funneled into one statistic on your listing. So like I said, promoted listings may be doing well, Google ads is doing bad, and then it's all funneled into one statistic in one dashboard where you look at it and you're like, wow, this sucks, and Etsy ads sucks. So that's another reason why this is really, really bad idea. And yeah, the next one is, like I just mentioned, the past performers that you may have had really good past performers on promoted listings, but now since it's forced onto Google ads, it's really just mushed together, and it's like I don't even know what platform it's doing well on, or if it was doing well in the past, now it's not, because it's smashed into Google ads as well. So That's the third reason. And then the fourth reason is a pretty interesting one. So your broad keywords, when you use keywords like gift for her or whatever type of gift, hiker gift or whatever it may be, those types of keywords may have done well for you on promoted listings or on Etsy. But for Google, Google is the entire world. The shoppers that are going to the google.com to look for something, those people may not know Etsy. I've mentioned this in the past with how to do well on Google Ads when it was just Google Ads, that the Google shoppers and Google traffic is completely different from Etsy customers, because these customers, they expect something different. They may not be used to Etsy, and they just expect like a different internet experience or a different e-commerce experience. So when they're typing in really broad keywords like gift for her or women's bracelet or something to that effect, your ad may be showing up and they may click on it just to look at it. Sure, there's a lot more window shoppers on Google Shopping when you use those broad keywords. So therefore, your budget gets really, really sucked away. So those are the 4 reasons why Etsy ads is a terrible idea for Etsy. But you can still be profitable. I'm still profitable with it. I still have a decent ROI with it. I'm still making money with Etsy ads. But there are a few things that you need to know to do with Etsy ads in order to get that positive ROI. The ROI may not be as positive as it was with just promoted listings or just Google ads, because there are sellers that were doing well on Google Shopping but not promoted listings in the past. But most of us, did well with promoted listings and not Google Shopping. So what to do is you need to actually watch your Etsy ads dashboard every single day or every other day. Every single day might, cause you to get a little bit panicky or anxiety. You might want to just look at it every 3 days or every 2 days and not make any scary decisions like, oh, I'm turning it off, or oh, I'm lowering my budget. Don't change a bunch of stuff. The same things that apply to your Etsy listings and Etsy in general apply to Etsy ads too. Don't change a bunch of stuff one day, let it ride for a few days, and then freak out and change it again. You have to let it, work itself out. But you want to look at it every couple of days, and you want to filter it out by the budget spent. I've coached a ton of clients in this past week, that when we go into their Etsy dashboard, you're letting your Etsy ads spend and spend and spend, and you're not checking what listings are spending more. So when I had my promoted listings ebook and course, this was one of the biggest things, to go through and look at your ads, what are spent, what is earning and what is not. I think a lot of us kind of got this mentality from Etsy ads that, oh, I don't have any control anymore, so we just stopped looking at everything. But you do have control over like 3 things, your budget, what listings are being spent, or what listings are being advertised, and then what ones you want to turn on and off. Obviously that's just 2. But so you need to go through and go to sort by, go to budget spent, and then look at all of these. If anything is above your comfortable cost per conversion, then you need to turn it off. I generally turn it off after $5 to $6, because I know that if it's spent $5 or $6 with this amount of clicks, then I don't even want to have it try to get me a conversion past that point. I'm still profitable even if I spend $10 per conversion, but it's just not fun that way. And I don't know what will happen in the future either. If Google will get a little extra spendy next week or the next week, I don't know. So I turn them off after $5 or $6, and I recommend that you choose a comfortable cost per conversion for yourself as well. And then the next thing is the end all be all here is that you can, because you are good or getting good at choosing keywords for your products. Etsy ads is not the only platform where you can sell your products by choosing keywords and putting ads on those keywords. You should be moving towards starting your own standalone website and learning Google ads, actual Google ads, because with actual Google ads, Google Shopping ads, you can choose negative keywords. So like in my past resources with promoted listings, I was talking about junk tags, tags that spend and spend and spend. and I even mentioned it in this video, you can choose those keywords as what's called a negative keyword, meaning your ads will not show up for that word because you know it is not profitable. With Etsy ads, you don't get to choose that. They just throw your money down the drain with any keyword that gets clicks or gets attention, right? So the end all be all here is that you can eventually start your own standalone website and learn Google Shopping ads, because Google Shopping ads is a search-based ad platform. So compared to Facebook ads, you know, the buyer's intent is way higher. That's warm traffic. But with Facebook ads, you know, it's just in their feed and they weren't expecting it. That's cold traffic. So with Google ads, and the next thing I want to mention, and I've mentioned this before, is Pinterest ads. You can choose just the keywords that you want your ads to show up for in Pinterest. So that's the last thing that you can do. If you are totally fed up with Etsy ads and you want to take control of your business again, maybe you do, or maybe you don't have a standalone website already, but you can absolutely start a standalone website or use your standalone website for Google Shopping ads and actually watch what keywords does well, what keywords don't do well, etc. And you have way, way, way more control. You can control the bid. You control absolutely everything. And it's a big jump. Yeah, it is much more complicated than Etsy ads, but that's a jump that you have to be willing to take in order to take control of your business, because Etsy is, you know, changing all the time. And if you want to create a more sustainable income and a more predictable income, then taking control of your business in that way is absolutely what you need to do. You could absolutely, right now, most of you that are watching have the knowledge in terms of what keywords to choose. You know what to call your listings. So therefore, you have a great starting point for how to choose what keywords to advertise with on Google Shopping on your own website. So that's it for today, you guys. Please feel free to ask me anything in the comments, and please leave a like on this video if you found it insightful. Also, join my email list and watch my next video. Have a beautiful day.